Alright, we're going to do another quick run through on things, this time on the trailer. Hopefully there won't be too much background noise. So, first thing is to do all the switches. Just turn them on and then go to the unit where it's at. So your navigation lamp is the front light. That's front light up here. And you can see it is working. The way that they remove out of the base is that you got a little, you turn this, and then you pull it out, and you turn it up to cover it. So when you put it back in, it goes in one way and then it locks in. Okay. Anchor light, same base, and the light is on and working. It's a telescopic base, so you can raise it up and down. Your aerator, we went through that yesterday. Your bilge pump is down here. There are two bilge pumps. You can't really see them because of the way that the bilge is. There's one on this side of the tunnel and there's one on that side of the tunnel. So those are where your bilge pumps are located. The switch operates both of them. 12-volt power point here. This is for where you would put your cell phone charger and that sort of thing. And there's a spare fuse here that you can connect to if you need to use that. Let's see what else we got here. The batteries, the location of the batteries. The two trolling motor batteries are in the front. Your accessories, other than the fish finder, are connected to these and the engine. The engine, it recommended that it was, the Minn Kota Hummingbird recommended that it be connected to the cranking engine, to the cranking battery, to prevent any interference with the Tarova. So your batteries are here, they're strapped in cases. Needs to be a little tighter there. We'll make sure they're extra tight whenever they leave here. So they're just going to be connected right here. To move them out, just unstrap it, pick it up, and move it out. So you do have quite a bit of room under here other than those, the batteries in there. These are lockable. There's going to be two keys. I'll put them on your key ring. Not going to bother to go to the other battery because it's the same as this. This is the where your battery charger is here. Anchor rope. So this is your battery charger here. It's hardwired to the back, hardwired to these. The conduit runs up in here and up onto the top of the deck to the battery, so it's not exposed. Your plug-in is right here, so that's where you would plug it in with, just a regular 110 volt. Your breaker for your trolling motor is up here on the bulkhead, right here. So if you were to trip it, you reset it by pushing the lever up. Don't push the red button. The red button is it does the opposite. It severs the connection. It's like almost a turn-off switch. It is a turn-off switch. Trolling motor, kind of went over it yesterday a little bit. Plug-in is here, so if you're going to remove it, you have to unplug it here first, and then I'll show you how to remove it on the other side. The windshield, we're going to ship it without the windshield on it. So the windshield, it will remove with these, there's 4 screws here, and it comes right off. Pretty simple operation on that. The ram mount I have disconnected. I'm going to ship it separately so it's not hanging out. I have everything zip tied here with your quick disconnect to your fish finder. The trim, we'll go to the back and do that. Let me get out of the boat. The trim on the engine. Naturally you have the trim on the handle. There's a trim button back here as well. This is where your water hose fitting is for connecting up to your, if you're going to flush the engine, force of Zeus to get that out. Well, I'll get it out in a minute. Your trim up and down. You're going to run this engine pretty much all the way down, maybe 1 or 2 notches up. The way the skirt is here keeps water from deflecting up, and you're going to get most speed out of it by having it in the down position like that. Drain plugs in the back. There's 1 on each side. You have extras in the live well, so they just will dangle here. They won't come out unless you pop them out. This is your screen for your aerator. So this, if you were to get it clogged, you can turn it and pop it off, put it back on. I don't think you'll ever need to do that. Very rare that that happens. Just transducer for your trolling motor. It's mounted right below the bottom of the boat. This is pretty much the best place that you can get it for reception for the for the side imaging. Trolling motor. Trolling motor quick disconnect mount works with one wing nut here. It's right here. You're going to unscrew this. When you unscrew it, and we are going to disconnect it and ship it separately. I'm not going to ship it on the front. This will slide off. Slides right off, and then you can take it off when you need, if you need to. Trailer, 14-inch tires and wheels in the trailer. Submersible LED lights. When you load the trailer, generally speaking, you don't want to load it too far in the water. You know, your bottom bunk's about this much submerged, and it will usually drive on pretty good. If you got a steep ramp, you might have to go more, depending on how you're loading. Oh, the other thing. You do have two cabin lights here. Actually, now that I'm noticing it, the spare isn't spare. Spare is cabin light, which is right there, so I need to change that switch now that I'm seeing that. One thing you might have a question on is how to access underneath here. And these work by pushing here and then turning it. Same thing down here. Wires and stuff, cables, controls. It's all cable tied to the top as best as we can. Some of the stuff you don't want to make too tight. And I think that just about does it for the run through on what all's on the boat. The lights will be stored in the rod box on the trip. The anchors and the trolling motor we're going to put in the back of his vehicle along with an extra spare tire for him in case he has to use it. Set of keys here. The two small keys are for the locks, and the other two keys are naturally for the engine. Alright, I think that about, well, let me actually explain the seats here. So the way seats work, they won't move unless you turn the lever, and then they'll swing with you and they lock in that position. So they come out of the base by pushing that and pulling it up. So that's when you can remove it to, say, back here. Here. And then on. Same thing here. And there you got 3 seats in a row. Alright, well I think that just about does it. And we'll be shipping out of here real soon. Alright, since the other video we did something a little different. The trolling motor has been removed now. The quick disconnect for the trolling motor is right here. Previously we had it under the deck, and that would be pretty difficult to get to when you're taking it on and off. So this is going to be your only connection that you're going to connect to from the trolling motor to your sonar. This is the Ethernet cable here, so it'll be really convenient to unscrew it, screw it back on, that sort of thing. So the trolling motor is off. This is what it looks like when it is off. One other thing that I didn't mention in the videos was the breaker on the anchor. The breaker is right here, so if you try to lift it up on something that it can't pull, or most commonly it happens when it's locked in the davit here, and you accidentally hit the up button when it's already up or down and you hold it, it can blow the breaker. So this is the reset button here. It's pretty simple to find. At times when you blow the breaker, the switch will become reversed. Up is up and down is down. Sometimes it won't blow the breaker, it'll just reverse the switch for whatever reason. And if you push the breaker, it'll fix that problem.